Right now, as you watch this, there's a real chance, that a black hole smaller than a single atom is passing through your body. Not a theory, not science fiction. Physicists call them primordial black holes, and they might be everywhere. Forget everything you know about black holes. Forget dying stars collapsing under their own weight. These are different. These formed before stars existed, before galaxies, before light itself had anywhere to travel. They formed less than 1 second after the Big Bang. Here's how insane that is. The infant universe wasn't smooth. It was chaotic, dense pockets of matter crushed against near-empty space. In the places where matter piled up just right, gravity won instantly. Space collapsed in on itself, sealing off a black hole before a single star had ever ignited. This idea isn't new. In 1966, physicists Yakov Zeldovich and Igor Novikov proposed it first. A few years later, Stephen Hawking picked up the theory and pushed it further. And what he found didn't just support the idea. It gave these tiny objects an expiration date. But we'll get to that. First, the size. A primordial black hole with a mass of a mountain, billions of tons, could be smaller than a single proton. Imagine an object heavier than Everest, compressed into something no microscope on Earth could ever resolve. So where did they go? This is the part that keeps physicists up at night. For decades, scientists have searched for dark matter, the invisible substance making up 85% of everything in the universe. We can't see it. We can't touch it. We only know it's there because of how it bends light and holds galaxies together. What if we've been hunting for something exotic when the answer was hiding in plain sight? What if dark matter isn't a strange new particle at all? What if it's trillions of these microscopic black holes, drifting silently through every galaxy, including our own? Right now, somewhere in the Milky Way, one could be passing through Earth. Not violently, not dramatically, slipping through solid rock like it isn't there, because to something that's small, our planet is almost entirely empty space. Astronomers have tried to catch them in the act. Since these objects bend light with their gravity, surveys like EROS and OGLE spent years watching millions of distant stars, waiting for a telltale flicker, a brief brightening caused by an invisible mass drifting directly in front of a star. They found a handful of candidates, but nowhere near enough to explain all the dark matter in the universe. That result quietly eliminated one entire size range where these black holes could hide, narrowing the search, but not closing the case. Now here's the twist that changes everything. Black holes aren't eternal. Hawking discovered that they leak. Slowly, they radiate energy and lose mass, a process now called Hawking radiation. The smaller the black hole, the faster it evaporates. For a supermassive black hole, this process would take longer than the current age of the universe. But for a primordial black hole small enough, the math says something extraordinary. It should be finishing its evaporation right now, 13.8 billion years after it formed. In its final second, it wouldn't fade quietly. It would detonate, releasing a burst of gamma rays as powerful as a nuclear explosion, in less time than it takes you to blink. Telescopes like Fermi have actually been built, in part, to catch this exact moment, scanning the sky for a flash that shouldn't be possible from any star, any supernova, any known object. A death signature that could only come from an evaporating primordial black hole. So far, nothing confirmed. No ambiguous detection. But that silence isn't proof they don't exist. It might mean we haven't been looking in the right place, or that these final explosions are rarer than the models predict. And that uncertainty is exactly what makes this one of the most active open mysteries in physics today. Confirm even one of these explosions, and it proves mountain mass black holes are real. It reshapes our picture of the early universe. It might finally answer what dark matter actually is. Until then, they remain a ghost hypothesis, mathematically possible, observationally unconfirmed, and theoretically capable of existing almost anywhere. Inside asteroids, inside planets, possibly passing harmlessly through you, once, without you ever knowing. Here's the part scientists still can't fully rule out. If a primordial black hole with planetary mass wandered into our solar system today, we might not detect it until it was already tugging on the orbits of the outer planets. Some researchers have even proposed it as an explanation for a hypothetical ninth planet. Not a planet at all, but a black hole hiding at the edge of the solar system, in the dark, waiting to be found. So next time you look up at a clear night sky, remember this. Some of the oldest objects in the universe might not be stars at all. They might be invisible, silent, and closer than you think. Do you think primordial black holes are really out there, hiding as dark matter, or waiting undetected at the edge of our solar system? Tell me your theory in the comments, and follow for the next mystery hiding in plain sight.